Hey everyone, welcome back to another monitor review. Thank you to UPERFECT for providing me with another monitor to review for today. This is an unboxing. This is the UColor O2 Touch 1610 monitor, 16-inch portable. It's 3K, it's an OLED, it's 120 Hertz, it's touchscreen, and it is USB-C powered. So let's just check out what's in the box. That's the box. And of course, as you can see, my cat straight into the box. Straight in. Alright. So, we've got the monitor itself. This is a 3K display. Let's take this lovely peelie out. So that goes there. We will show the monitor off in a second. So you've got some pamphlets as we had previously. Got some Vesa screws. USB-C to USB-C. This is another USB-C to USB-C. And I'm supplying you with a few of these. This is a mini HDMI to HDMI. This is actually cool because they didn't provide this in the previous one. The fact that they have in this one is really, really nice. On top of that, you've got a standard USB 2 to a USB-C. And in this box over here, this should be actually... Oh, this is the power supply. Okay, so we'll be testing this out with the power supply and without the power supply to see if it's working. The previous one that they sent me did work without the power supply. But that is everything inside the box. Now, if we look at what's around the actual monitor. So, as you can see, really nice display. On the left-hand side, you have the buttons, which are for volume, changing the mode of view. Let's just see. Yep, and on this side over here, you've got the mini HDMI, 2 USBs. Pretty nice monitor. We'll be putting this to use on the PlayStation 5 Pro, the Xbox Series X, Series S, and the Steam Deck alongside my PC. So hopefully that'll be great. Now, thank you so much to UPERFECT for sending me this second monitor to review. If you haven't seen my first review of my previous monitor, it will be linked at the end of the video on the actual end thumbnail. Do check that out. But with this one, we are looking at the UColor O2 Touch 16x10 monitor. It's a 16-inch portable 3K OLED display with 120 Hz, and it is touchscreen and compatible in touchscreen with the Steam Deck as I've used it today. Now this monitor is actually quite nice. It's very vibrant. The colors are very popping out. It does have that OLED technology. It does have that 100% DCI free color, which is very, very good. And of course, for those high refresh rates, it is supporting that 120 FPS. Now, in terms of that 3K, we are looking at a 2880 by 1800 resolution, but I've thrown, as we're going to see in this video, the PS5 Pro, the Xbox Series X. I've tried the Steam Deck, the Nintendo Switch. None of them had any problems in terms of display, in showing the full screen. It was actually really nice, and we're going to cover those in a little bit. The contrast ratio to this is 100,000 to 1, so you've got those pristine blacks as you would expect from an OLED display, and it has 100% color gamut from P3. Now, this being a portable monitor, you can take it away as you want. It flips closed, as you saw at the start of the video during the unboxing, and of course you can kind of position it how you want here. There is a groove right here that you can see, and this is the flap that stops it. I kind of like to push it a little bit more back to make it a little more upright, and because of the rough surface here, it actually just does a fantastic job in holding it up. In terms of latency, it is a 1 millisecond response time, which is actually really cool, black to black. So overall, this monitor is actually really good. Now, what you're seeing here is my desktop, and I do have a couple of things that I've actually put up. So you can just check out the audio. So we do have some footage here for you to check out, and it's right here. So we're going to start with this one, just so you can hear the sound. We've got some game sound as well later, but this is just showing you. And that is at 60 volume. It can get way higher. Now the speakers aren't nothing to write home about, as with any of these screens, but they are pretty decent for what you are actually getting here. Obviously the star of the show is the actual screen. Now we've got this one over here, which is another trailer. This is going to be at 1440. Well, let's just take it. Oh, there's no 3K resolution, so we're going to run this at 4K, and it just shows you.
Not even a god should get to mess with our worlds. Well, I haven't found all the answers I'm looking for. But at least I'm not seeing the world. Can't say much for the decor, can you? Better be ready for anything. But still.
As you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. Now on the side here, you've got 5 buttons as I showed earlier. You've got the top one, which is the power. As you can see, if I turn it around here, you've got the LED light for your power. That's the power. That's the menu. That's to go up and down. This one also acts as a selection method, and that is to close. So if we put this back and then click on this over here, you can see that you can control the brightness, the eco. You've got DCR, sharpness. I've left all this as default for the review. You've got the aspect ratio, which sets it to auto, the black levels, hue. You can customize these to your heart's content. You can have different temp colors. It's defaulted to user, with red, green, and blue being the same. You've got the OSD, usual stuff you'd expect. You've also got HDR mode, low power mode, so you can enable low power mode, which will allow you to use the monitor on aspects that are, not giving out as much power. So if you're plugging it into a console, you'll want to enable that. Unlike the previous monitor I reviewed, where because it was an LCD, it wasn't consuming as much. The OLED is a little more power hungry. And of course, then at the bottom, you've got the signal source, which for me is HDMI. You can mute, and my volume is at 80. So overall, this is a really, really sharp, crisp monitor that has instantly replaced what I had before. So next up we have the Xbox Series X with a game called Visions of Mana. I'm just going to let this play out so you can hear the audio, see the visual display. It really is super sharp, super crisp. The colors really pop out. It's displaying the visual gameplay of the Xbox Series X and the actual gameplay perfectly well. So there's literally no problems here at all. And as you can see, the response time, the actual gameplay is unimpeded in any way, shape or form. And the actual visual display that you're actually getting back is pretty much perfect. Next up, we have the PS5 Pro, where we are showcasing Spider-Man. This is a much more fast-oriented game, and as you can see, even at high speeds, with Spider-Man swinging around, running up the buildings, swinging through the city, there is zero lag, zero ghosting, zero latency. Everything is as responsive as you could possibly want if you were using this as a portable gaming monitor. I'll let the game play out a little bit more, but as you can see, it is portraying a very, very, very good response in display. And the OLED is absolutely fantastic. It just makes that picture that bit sharper, the colors that bit better, the contrast that much more appreciative. Next, of course, we jump onto the Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck, of course, can be plugged into monitors so you can actually play it on a bigger screen. And again, the UColor O2 Touch does not disappoint. Even though this is a slightly older game running on the Steam Deck, you're getting around 50-60 FPS. It is still running and looking absolutely brilliant. Those colors vibrant, popping out. There's no ghosting or anything that you'd usually associate with the LCD displays. It's just a phenomenal display. And finally, we come to the Nintendo Switch, and as you can see, this is a much more colorful, much more vibrant game, being Yoshi. And I thought I'd show the last one with like full vibrancy and full color. And again, the monitor just eats everything, it handles everything, and it just, anything I threw at it at this point, it did not disappoint, and it handled exceptionally well. If you're using this as a second monitor, or simply using it as a portable gaming screen for your consoles, or for your Steam Deck, or for anything else, just know that the actual vibrancy and the colors and the contrast just pop out, and it's just so good. And there you have it. I've thrown everything at this, from the Steam Deck to the PS5 Pro to the Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, the works. I've even run it through my PC, as you're seeing here. It just powers through everything. You've seen media running on this as well on a Windows setup. You've seen games running off it. It is absolutely beautiful. The UColor O2 Touch 16:10 monitor. It's a 16-inch portable 3K resolution at 2880 by 1800 OLED display, and it's 120Hz touchscreen as well. This monitor is absolutely brilliant, and if you are in town for a portable monitor that is vibrant in color, rich in features, and just portable, you've seen the size. Just look how thin this is. And when you're on your travels, it closes up like this. It is super thin. You've got all your controls over here for your menu display, audio, brightness, everything you could possibly actually want. This is an amazing monitor, and if you're looking on screen, you will see a discount code which you'll also find in the description below for you to pick up this monitor at an even better price. Overall, I can't fault it. It's now become my daily driver. It's replaced my old monitor. I just love the vibrancy, the color, the resolution. I can just do more on screen. So, absolutely awesome, and I highly recommend it. Right, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have you used portable OLED monitors before? What's your thoughts? Let me know what you think of the review. Let me know what you would like to see in future reviews. And that is that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.